Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel, where we don't do that surface-level fluff. We dive headfirst into the real stories, the raw pain, the family drama, the street codes, the triumphs, and the heartbreaks that shape legends and the ones they leave behind. Today, we're going deep, deeper than most air, on one of the most emotional narratives unfolding in hip-hop right now. This is the full uncut breakdown of Amani Dior Asghedom, Nipsey Hussle's firstborn daughter, who just crossed into adulthood carrying a weight that would crush most grown folks. Let's set the record straight from the jump. My daughter's name is Amani Dior in spirit here, but we're talking Amani, beautiful faith in Swahili, name that carries light and strength. She was just 4 when life started testing her in ways no child should face. She grew up without her father in the daily sense. After tragedy struck, she fought through a custody war splashed across global headlines. She inherited millions, but no fortune in the world can fill the void of losing your anchor too soon. And now, stepping into her 18th year, Nipsey Hussle's daughter, Amani Dior Asghedom, is navigating the streets of Los Angeles on her own terms. Some folks whisper she's starting to echo the same paths that made her father both a legend and a target. Amani Dior Asghedom just hit adulthood, and the life she's carving out would break your heart if you knew every layer of the full story. And today, we're laying it all out, no filters, no shortcuts. Yo, what's good, fam? If you've been rocking with us, you already know we keep it authentic. We dig into the facts, the family tensions, the street culture clashes, the quiet tears behind the cameras. We're going all the way in on this deeply moving chapter in hip-hop lore. This is the extended, heartfelt exploration of Amani Asghedom, Nipsey's firstborn, now stepping into womanhood with burdens most adults couldn't shoulder. We're talking a young woman who lost her dad at 10, got trapped in a very public custody storm that dragged for years, and is now standing at the threshold of real adulthood in one of America's most complex neighborhoods. Before we roll deeper, smash that like button and subscribe if you're new, because this journey is one you'll want to ride from start to finish. Now, to truly grasp where Amani stands today, we have to rewind and paint the full picture of who her father was, the world he rose from, and the empire he was building when everything changed. Nipsey Hussle, born Ermias Joseph Asghedom on August 15, 1985, wasn't just some rapper chasing streams. He was a community architect, a business mind on another level, an activist with real vision, and above all, devoted father. He came up in Crenshaw, South Central Los Angeles, one of the heaviest, most gang-influenced areas in the country, where survival wasn't guaranteed and choices carried lifelong weight. His mother, Angelique Smith, was African American, bringing that resilient, rooted Black American strength. His father, Dawit Asghedom, was an Eritrean immigrant who escaped war and hardship to chase the American dream for his family. From day one, Nipsey was forged in the fusion of proud African heritage, discipline, pride, hustle, and the unfiltered, gritty reality of South Central streets. By age 14, Ermias had stepped into the Rollins 60 Seconds neighborhood, Crips, one of the most established and influential sets in law. This wasn't some casual thrill or movie fantasy. In places like Crenshaw, gangs weren't just trouble, they were family structures, protection networks, sources of identity and belonging when systems failed. Nipsey understood that world from the inside, lived it, breathed it. But what separated him was the evolution. He took that knowledge and channeled it toward transformation. He started rapping with purpose. He bought property on Slauson Avenue. He opened the Marathon clothing store, literally reclaiming the block he grew up on, turning it into a symbol of ownership and progress. His 2018 debut album Victory Lap earned Grammy nods and critical love. He sat down with law enforcement, city leaders, and activists pushing real gang intervention. Nipsey cracked the code: rise from the streets and elevate them without forgetting where you came from. And he did all this while being present for his kids. But every light casts a shadow, and the painful chapter we can't skip is the one that shattered everything. On March 31, 2019, Nipsey Hussle was shot and killed right in front of his own Marathon clothing store on Slauson and Crenshaw. He was only 33. The shooter, Eric Holder, came from the same neighborhood, same circles. The senselessness of it sent shockwaves through hip-hop, through law, through the world. It left two young children, Imani and her brother Cross, to grow up without their father. The marathon, as Nipsey preached, was supposed to continue, but for his family, it became a different kind of long distance run through grief. Let's go back to the beginning of Imani's story. November 9, 2008. That's when Nipsey became a father for the first time. Imani Dior Askadam entered the world. Born to Nipsey and his then-girlfriend, Tanisha Foster, Nip was 23, still grinding underground mixtapes, building what would become a cultural and business empire. Fame and wealth weren't there yet, but the moment that baby girl arrived, something profound shifted in him. In the hood, we all know young fatherhood can break you or build you. For Nipsey, it ignited a fire like no other. He spoke openly about how becoming a dad reframed his entire purpose, his grind, his vision for the future. In interviews, like the one with Stephen Curry, he reflected that having kids was one of the best things that ever happened to him. That bond with Imani and later Cross was everything. Nipsey and Tanisha's relationship had its ups and downs over the years. He later found deep love with actress Lauren London from around 2013 until his passing. Yet through the complexities, Nipsey never distanced himself from Imani. He was active, present, showing up for her milestones, sharing moments publicly and privately. Close associates and family have consistently shared that their connection ran deep, real talks, guidance, love beyond the cameras. Imani grew up witnessing her father as more than an artist. She saw him transform a clothing store into a movement. She attended free health fairs he hosted in Crenshaw. She watched him engage politicians and community leaders. To her young eyes, he was Dad, the man with a plan, the compass in chaotic times. He emphasized integrity, leadership, and self-worth, trying to arm her with tools no neighborhood could strip away. Those early years were formative. Surrounded by South Central's complexities, her father fought to be her steady anchor. Then, in an instant, on that March afternoon in 2019, when Imani was just 10, the anchor was violently taken. She woke up the daughter of a rising legend. By evening, she was the daughter of a martyred icon. The public mourning was massive, vigils drawing thousands outside the store. Tributes from Jay-Z, LeBron James, Barack Obama, and everyday people worldwide. But for a 10-year-old, the private grief inside that spotlight storm was isolating. No quiet space to break down. The world watched her pain. Weeks later, in May 2019, court hearings began. Imani was there when emotions overflowed. Tanisha reportedly broke down seeing her daughter. The fight was over legal guardianship. Nipsey's family, brother, Black Sam, sister Samantha, mother Angelique moved to secure guardianship, citing concerns about Tanisha's ability to provide the stability they felt Imani needed, including past issues alleged around substance use and incidents. Tanisha initially agreed, wanting the best for her daughter and trusting the family, but trust frayed. By 2022, Tanisha petitioned to end the guardianship, claiming restricted access, unfulfilled promises of support, and that Imani longed to live with her mother. Court filings captured raw pleas. Imani routinely asks me when she and I are going to live together, a mother fighting to raise her own child. On the other side, a grieving family protecting what they saw as Nipsey's wishes. For years, Imani was caught in the crossfire, grieving, navigating teenage life, while adults battled in courtrooms over her future. Headlines amplified every twist. It wasn't abstract. It was her daily reality, split between households, under public scrutiny. The turning point came in March 2025. After prolonged litigation, Tanisha Foster secured joint physical and legal custody of Imani, shared with Black Sam. Imani, then around 16, spends about 60% of her time with her mother and the rest with her uncle. Angelique and Samantha stepped back as co-guardians. Sam handles the family side, while Tanisha regained full parental rights. The agreement ensures continuity in school, activities, and decision-making. This resolution was significant. Families in similar high-stakes situations after street losses rarely reach such balanced agreements. It suggests priorities realigned toward Amani's well-being, and at her age, her voice likely mattered. Yet legal wins don't erase years of emotional limbo. The scars of division linger. Expanding on this chapter, imagine being Amani during those custody years. Mornings at one home, endings at another, holidays split, friends asking questions, social media buzzing with opinions from strangers who don't know the half. The weight of being Nipsey's daughter amplified every move. Therapy, worship, quiet family moments, all complicated by the legal shadow. Tanish's fight highlighted a mother's love and struggles. The Askadam side showed protective fierceness rooted in loss. Both sides carried pain for Nipsey's absence. These battles reveal how tragedy ripples money legacy and love colliding in family court. Now, let's talk resources and the bigger picture. Sustaining the family. In late 2023, Black Sam filed a state accounting showing over $11 million in assets, millions in cash, plus full ownership of All Money, Inc., Marathon Studios, Marathon Touring, Marathon Clothing, and trademarks. Amani and Cross are sole beneficiaries, splitting 50-50. Cross's share is managed by Lauren London. Amani is through the guardianship structure now evolving with the custody deal. This isn't dusty memorabilia, it's active businesses. Black Sam has been the driving force. Marathon Clothing thrives with the physical store and online presence. Plans for a Marathon burger spot near the original location signal ongoing investment in the community block. New Nipsey music teases in 2025 come with care, only releasing what Nip personally touched. Preserving integrity. Lauren London amplifies the mission, partnering on initiatives like the Nipsey Hussle 100,000 pitch competition with Microsoft and Earn Your Leisure, funding Black entrepreneurs and financial literacy, echoing Nipsey's core passions. The family isn't just surviving financially, they're expanding. But as we always say, money can't buy peace, direction, or heal every wound. Amani has resources many in Crenshaw dream of, yet faces unique pressures. Where is Amani right now? Born November 9, 2008, she's around 17 turning 18, coming of age in real time, living between her mother's home and Black Sam's in Los Angeles per the agreement. She's appeared at family events, community gatherings. Social media glimpses show a confident young woman inheriting her father's striking looks, charisma, and energy. In late 2024, a post from her drew massive love fans and OGs, noting the resemblance, flooding comments with support. Her eyes, her vibe, it's like seeing a piece of Nipsey. Continued. Bittersweet doesn't even cover it, but concerns linger in the community. Growing up in South Central, with Rollins 60 Seconds TIs in the family DNA, Nipsey was affiliated early. Black Sam rooted similarly, the cultural pull remains strong. Nipsey spent years distancing while bridging, brokering truces, buying back blocks. Yet streets don't flip overnight. Who's providing that daily, intentional guidance for Amani in the environments where her father fell? These aren't attacks, but genuine worries from those who loved Nipsey and saw the cycle up close. Inherited wealth offers options, but unchanged environments test character. Amani's reality, walking into rooms as an Askadam in Crenshaw, means carrying symbolism. Murals of her father nearby, the store where he died, a daily landmark. School, friendships, normal teen moments filtered through legacy. The protective circle is real community, extended family, activists, business partners watching over Nip's daughter. That love is powerful, yet it comes bundled with the same cultural norms Nipsey tried to reform. Observations of her potentially leaning into street-adjacent vibes aren't shocking to insiders. They're tragic echoes of cycles he fought. This story transcends one girl. It's about children of street violence in culturally rich, but structurally challenged communities. Patterns repeat without intervention. Nipsey understood. The marathon continues, work, grind, mission. For his kids, it's personal. Imani carries the name, blood, expectations of millions, expanding deeper into her world and future possibilities. Think about the psychological toll. Losing a parent to murder at 10, especially publicly, can manifest in anxiety, identity searches, rebellion, or hypermotivation. Imani has shown resilience. Graduation moments, public appearances honoring her dad, but private struggles? We can only imagine. Mentorship gaps, the need for spaces where she's just Imani, not a symbol. Therapy, education, entrepreneurial pursuits aligned with her father's vision could be keys. Perhaps music, fashion, community work, building her own marathon. The family dynamics post-custody offer hope. Joint arrangement allows balance. Mother's nurturing, Lowell's legacy stewardship. Black Sam's businesses and leadership model discipline. Lauren's public advocacy sets examples of grace under pressure. Community programs Nipsey started can provide anchors. Youth centers, financial literacy workshops, arts initiatives tailored for Crenshaw youth. Yet challenges persist. Public scrutiny via social media amplifies everything. One misstep, trends, peer influences in law, streets mix with celebrity adjacency. Wealth brings opportunities, private schooling, travel, networks, but also isolation or entitlement risks. Navigating romance, career choices, self-worth amid daddy's legacy projections, broader reflections on legacy and breaking cycles. Nipsey's philosophy, ownership, community economics, perseverance offers a blueprint. Imani could champion it, launching youth funds, speaking on loss and resilience, expanding marathon concepts. Imagine her at 25, running businesses, mentoring girls from similar backgrounds, turning pain into purpose, or pursuing creative paths. ACLO, music with authenticity. The culture wants her to win, as extension, but as her own force. Supporters emphasize protection without stifling growth. Space for mistakes, learning, healing. Grief has no timeline. Public eye complicates it further, adding layers. Consider Eritrean African American heritage, cultural pride from both sides. Eritrean resilient stories, Black American innovation, travel to Eritrea, engaging diaspora communities. Education on history to ground her identity beyond law. Streets, economic side. With millions incoming at adulthood, smart management is crucial. Trusts, advisors, financial education to avoid pitfalls many heirs face. Investing in Crenshaw revitalization, housing, tech hubs, green spaces honoring dad while forging path. Social pressures, gang culture's gravitational force, positive male figures, uncles, mentors crucial. Women's perspectives from mom, aunties on navigating beauty, fame, safety. Mental health resources tailored for trauma survivors in urban settings. Community and societal angle. Imani's story spotlights needs better support for fatherless youth post-violence. Mediation in blended families. Economic programs interrupting cycles. Nipsey's model, invest locally. Educate, own. Scaling that could change neighborhoods. Every appearance by Imani inspires. Her forward motion, despite odds, is victory. The marathon depends on her thriving not perfectly, but authentically. Fam, Imani's chapter is ongoing. No need bow. She's figuring identity, purpose amid wealth, wounds, and watchful eyes. Access to resources meets deep emotional needs money can't touch. She needs intentional support, space, love for who she is. We root for Imani Dior Askadam to build something that would make Nipsey's spirit beam, not just continuing the marathon, but elevating it her way. Beautiful, strong, faithful. The culture watches with love. What path do you see for her? Drop thoughts below. If this hit deep, like, subscribe, share. More real stories coming. Peace. The marathon continues through her.